Eugene Rapay from the Des Moines Register here in Ames just after Iowa State football's weekly media availability. The Cyclones are back in action on Saturday under the lights at Jack Troy Stadium when they host the Arizona Wildcats for a 6 p.m. kick. Arizona's 3-0. Iowa State is 4-0. Both teams undefeated. Both teams coming off bye weeks, and both teams have wins over Kansas State to their names. Arizona, before their bye week, they beat K-State 23-17 in a game that technically didn't count towards conference standings since it was agreed upon while Arizona was still a member of the Pac-12. But it is still an interesting data point nonetheless, and an interesting point of reference to look off of as we prepare for Saturday. The big news coming out of today's availability, though, is that kicker Kyle Conradi, who exited the Arkansas State game with an apparent injury, he is not expected to be available this weekend. According to Coach Matt Campbell, Conradi is week to week. He doesn't think it's going to be long term, but he's definitely not going to be available on Saturday. And backup kicker Jace T. Gilbert is also out, dealing with his own personal injury stemming from the Iowa game when he left early. So as a result, Chase Smith, who we did see take over kicking duties for the remainder of the Arkansas State game, he's going to be the kicker on Saturday when they take on the Wildcats. So keep an eye out for Chase Smith. On the bright side, though, Matt Campbell is confident that a bunch of players who were out or just dealing with injuries through this early part of the season, he is confident that they're going to be back. It was a very productive bye week. So players like Gabe Burkle, Carson Willich, John Klosterman, Aiden Flora, according to Campbell, he thinks that they're going to be good to go on Saturday. John Tez Williams, who exited the Arkansas State game early, according to Campbell, he dealt with a bruised foot, but they didn't bring him back in there for the remainder of the game or the second half of the game. Just out of precautionary. They felt like it wasn't really worth risking anything. But according to Campbell, Williams has practiced every day last week, practiced this week, so it should be good to go for Saturday. So once again, Iowa State, Arizona, 6 p.m. Saturday, under the lights, Jack Troy Stadium.